Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your afternoon update.
Hey folks, good afternoon. I'm in for Taylor Plott here. He's out doing some ball games, taking a look at what we can expect for today, this weekend, in the next 7 days. Of course, right now, we're already at 80 here in northwestern Alabama. Dew points in the lower 70s as well, so kind of oppressive out there with that humidity. It feels more like early summer than it does spring at this point, but hey, that's done our plans just fine. We're beautiful and green out there. Still overcast, though, with some showers across the Tennessee Valley. Dew point in the 70s here with temperatures in the 80s, so much more humid in southern middle Tennessee. Winds out of the south. 15, sometimes gusts to 20 out there. It is windy. We're getting a lot of that warm, moist air into the area, setting the stage for some storms later today. We'll be back in the mid, maybe upper 80s by the time we're headed through this afternoon. Notice those shower chances kind of lingering through. We saw through this morning some of those sprinkles. That'll continue through this evening, but by tonight, they really start to maximize into storm activity. Let me show you what I'm talking about with a future cast next 24 hours. There's that wind whipping out of the south there, 10, 15 miles an hour as we head through the rest of the day. Mostly dry, only a few stray showers as mentioned earlier, but through tonight after sunset and into about 9, 10, 11 o'clock, batch of storms moving on through, kind of in this linear fashion, dropping through the Tennessee Valley. Notice behind it we cool down pretty substantially, but along this line here with those southerly winds, we could be looking at some damaging winds in excess of 50, 60 miles an hour. That pushes through and is probably out of here before sunrise, so I don't think this will be a Saturday morning issue more than it will be a tonight issue. I do suspect, though, as we head through tomorrow, the temperatures will recover pretty quickly back to the upper 80s. We might have to deal with more severe weather in the lower fashion, but still real fashion by Saturday. So here's what we got through tonight, really late tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Level 3 out of 5 risk pretty much drawn right there at the state line for southern middle Tennessee. Level 2 out of 5 for the rest of us here in northwestern Alabama. But I don't want to get too caught up in the exact colors, the exact locations of that. The main thing to know, damaging winds maybe up to 50, 60, 70 miles an hour are possible. It's an elevated risk of that across the Tennessee Valley. An isolated tornado or two is possible here as well, but that's not really the main threat with this batch of storms coming through. That's going to be more so for our friends off to the north, up there towards Nashville, Bowling Green, and Kentucky up there. Hail, not a huge risk. That usually happens with supercellular type stuff. We're not looking at supercells. We're looking at this line moving through tonight and into the early hours tomorrow morning. Perhaps some localized street flooding because some of us are saturated across the area, and of course with those lower lying elevations, nothing we haven't seen before, because these rain rates with these storms might be pretty substantial. And of course I mentioned this, but through tomorrow, we still do have that level 1 out of 5 risk as storms kind of droop off to our south. And again, I still do think those higher risk will be well off to our south and west. We're actually seeing some level 2s and level 3s out of 5s pop up out to our west there as well. So here's the extended term future cast. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. There's that front draped across the area. That's why we hold that kind of light but real severe weather chance through tomorrow. Sunday is a similar story. As of right now on the day 3, we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk across the Tennessee Valley as well for Sunday because, again, that front just kind of meanders. We're not seeing it move substantially, so this weekend is going to be pretty unsettled. I don't think the next couple of days will be nearly as bad as perhaps what tonight might be up north especially, but we'll still have to keep an eye on that. Now, as we head through the first half of the week, still unsettled, I think off to our west there, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, they got some pretty big issues. I don't think that'll translate east too severely, though. We could have some of those stronger storms move through Tuesday night and into Wednesday as that system pushes this way. Then afterwards, we clear out pretty nicely, but that's an unsettled next 5 days that we have to look forward to. So stay with the Tennessee Valley Weather Team. We'll keep you updated as to how these storms evolve.